I'm not man enough to put a swear in the title. Don't punish me, YouTube daddy.
Oh, that's a fun one. Oh, that's a good one. How's the week been? How
There's
you
not
doing?
a single person will understand the title. They're just going to be like, what's wrong? You don't like Satisfactory anymore?
But the people you do it for the people that do, you know. Those people
Yeah.
that do understand it are going to appreciate you for forever,
Which is
or they're going to
nobody.
unsubscribe.
Stephanie just sent me in Venmo that says eels.
Eels? Oh, did you have unagi with a friend or something?
Maybe. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Did she eat eels? I think she had eels.
Mystery solved.
Yeah.
Thanks once again.
I mean, it's just funny as a message.
It is
You're
funny.
just like, what?
No, it's a good one.
Eels. It's
It's
like, are you JD now? What's going on? A different alternate universe Scrubs where you really liked seafood instead of birds.
I don't remember Scrubs well enough to get that reference. I'm sorry.
Well,
I never liked Scrubs all that much.
wow. We're just
I think
gloves off today, huh?
I think I've mentioned that like literally every time we've talked about Scrubs, and if I haven't,
I don't know
then
how often
I'm
that is.
really well. I think this might be the second time.
I'm also like, wow, gloves off when you said the incredibly fucking hot
Oh,
take of I don't think I like this thing that much.
oh, gloves off. I get it. Like surgeon gloves. Yeah, yeah. That was a good pun.
Oh no, it's queued
Good
for an
pun.
update. Fuck.
Ah, it's okay.
Aw, 400 megabytes of bullshit.
No, that 400 megabytes represents a lot of hard
A
work.
lot of care and love and time lost on my. They might have spent thousands of man hours making this fucking update, but it's wasting
Mhm.
30 seconds of my time. Which
Are you
one's more
streaming yet?
valuable? Yeah,
Are you live yet? Oh,
yeah.
okay. Okay. I was gonna talk shit, but now I won't.
I went and got live. You talk shit about
Okay.
me?
No, not about you.
No.
Talking shit to you is not fun when it's not public, right? That's when you want the cameras rolling. Do you understand drama YouTubing? Clearly you don't.
God, I hope I never do. What a fucking vile hive of scum and villainy, or whatever the quote is.
Yeah, good enough.
That's like
You've
the.
never met a more vile hive of what the hell is it?
They probably. I think vile is wrong. It'd be a bad line to put
uh,
villainy and vile together in the same sentence, unless you're doing like a Detta thing.
oh, okay, cool. So it's scum and villainy. Maybe we got that part right. But the problem is if you Google scum and villainy, all you get is a bunch of Star Wars fan shit. Like either it's Star Wars games, Star Wars books, Star Wars knockoff crap. I should have known that that would happen.
How the fuck are you even able to upload a video like 4 days a week, days a day? It's a lot the Let's Plays,
Yeah,
sir.
it's pretty straightforward, actually.
See, first you
You
record a
will.
half an hour of video, and then you render it, and then you upload it.
Mm-hmm.
And then
You
there's
will
more
never
time
find a
left in the
more.
day. There's even more time left in the day if you streamline those steps. Like you record the
Yeah,
episodes, it's more than one episode, for example, and then you render
mm-hmm.
them all together and upload them all together.
Yeah.
Preferably when
What
you're
you
not
do
in the
is
middle of using your computer for other things.
what you do is you record in
Black guy
at
pointing.
least an hour, and then you cut it in half. So that adds like maybe one extra step to your editing process because hey, then you have to go in and cut a video in half. You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Da da
That's
da.
that's the full quotation.
Wretched.
wretched.
I like every right word right white except for wretched.
What the fuck, dude? I've seen people trip over sentences before, but like you fucking fell down the stairs and landed on your knee and Peter Griffined for 3 minutes.
Well, I
with
mean,
that one.
I tripped on one word and then I turned it into a rule. A rule. So I guess you can just go get wrecked.
Oh my god. We haven't even started
It's so
playing and I already
distracting.
want to leave.
Yeah, I can finally. I hit continue. I finally was able to get in the game.
Yeah.
Whoa!
It's
Okay, it's
indicating
over.
Session.
I got to see
Okay.
some like fucking Sims 3 grass. That freaked me out a little bit. Before the foliage loaded in, the ground was covered in
I get to find out.
trash.
Every time I start this game, I get to find out whether I died last stream or not.
So you just don't remember.
It's because I never remember, and it's never good when I do that, and I don't know why I let myself do that. Because it always means at the start of every stream, there's 20 minutes. Yeah, it's because I'm tired.
Choice making is inhibited and whatnot. Like I have
really
a rule,
like they
I have
gave me
like
a
a rule
very-
for not eating before bed, for example, because I feel like it fucks with my sleep or something. But then sometimes I just do, and I'm like, why did I do that? Remember the rule and the past experiences.
I really appreciate that you gave me an extremely gracious reasoning for why I do that. It was going to be much harder on myself,
Or just
but now I don't have to be.
or just all the
So
times
thank
where
you.
I'm just like, I should edit this instead of letting 20 videos pile up. But contradictorily, I'm like, it's late and I don't want to.
Yeah, my schedule says that after every stream, I need to edit the videos I just recorded.
Yeah.
I have never met that commitment.
You've never edited after a stream ever?
No, I've never, even though it says in my to-do list, like, hey, this would be a good time to do it. I have literally never, made that commitment.
So what you're telling me is
the inspiration for the stream title today, Bird? Oh my god, you immediately got a question for it. There were some memes on Monday. If you want to go down a huge rabbit hole, you can check out Sam Cedar and Steven Crowder. And be prepared to dedicate at least an hour and a half of your life to researching a meme.
That's a lot of work. I don't know why it would take that long.
Yeah.
I watched Sam Cedar's video about it like immediately after it happened, and even that was like,
oh, was that
3 times
that
longer than
enough?
it had to be, because he was like building too much. He was trying too hard to build up like suspense about it, and he was talking really slowly for some reason.
I don't have anything in my inventory, so I guess I fucking died last. What was I doing? Why is my inventory empty?
Why do you always kill yourself?
No. I remember last time. I remember last time we worked on the nuclear power, and that's just where we ended.
Yeah.
I remember it was just I was looking at the nuclear power plant and just being like, "Hey, look at me! I did the thing."
Oh, did you log out by the nuclear power plant?
Well, no. Why would that make what? There's no radiation next to the nuclear power plant, is there? Oh,
the radiation place.
Oh fuck. There's okay. This ain't so bad.
Did you not have your hazmat suit on?
I did not have my hazmat suit on.
Oh.
At the time, the nuclear power plant, you were not dumping the nuclear waste. Like that was just sitting in the plant.
So
it wasn't being used.
New nuclear stuff came towards your body while you were logged out.
Exactly. So I guess you had, after I finished streaming, you went ahead and finished that component or something, and that's what got me.
I made a drone port to move our waste away.
I see.
So that it doesn't back up and stop working.
Okay. Terror has been abated. It has been
Yeah.
replaced with typical levels of, um, you know, confusion and apathy. So that's
Oh,
good.
right.
That's good.
I remember now.
We're back in frame, so to speak.
I just remembered, yeah, the nuclear waste dump is in that giant void of unfinished texture above the waterfall in the desert area. Remember that?
Yeah.
Where it's just a weird
Is it
flat area
easier
with
to
no
just
details.
isn't there like just a giant death hole? Is it possible for us to just push the shit off somehow? No, we can't. Right? The barrels, okay. Yeah. You can't just make something fall off the end of a conveyor belt.
Yeah, I don't think you can just
That
make
would
it
be
fall
pretty
off.
epic.
One of the strategies that the wiki said was that they load vehicles up entirely with that stuff and then they drop it in the hole, but then I guess that leads to performance problems in the long term, so I think it maybe doesn't like cull that stuff entirely.
Oh.
Anyway, I just realized that
Interesting.
I could just throw 3 power shards into this thing to make it run at
Into what thing?
250% capacity. The nuclear
You're
power
using
plant.
power shards to make the nuclear power plant more powerful?
Yeah, I just made our
What?
power generation stronger.
That's
The
wow.
gray bar
That
went
made a
very
big ass
up.
difference.
Yeah, it went really
yeah.
up.
Holy wow.
I
Alright,
wasn't
that's
quite
pretty
ready
awesome.
for that. I'm surprised that worked that well. Wow.
That's really interesting.
Well,
Alright,
we're
so
doing good on power.
what are these things?
I don't know.
Particle accelerators.
I'm still trying to figure out this entire tier of the game. Let's see. They can make a plutonium pellet or a nuclear pasta. One of
So
them
you
out
make a
of
plutonium pellet from a nuclear owl?
gross.
Laugh, please. Thank you.
Poopy. You make it out of
Thank you.
non-fissile uranium and uranium waste. Oh.
Your mom's non-fissile
Maybe we should send the
uranium.
waste here instead of wherever the fuck I sent space to where I sent it. I guess
Send a little bit.
and the
you
nuclear
split it in
pasta is what would I make out of all that copper powder that I was making, which is just without context just seems like a really weird product. Powdered copper.
Yeah, it sounds like something that you would get into your lungs and then sue
Exactly.
somebody for 20 years later.
Like my first response is just worrying that it just fuck up your lungs or something. It's like, oh yeah, we just put copper powder in all of our walls because it was a good insulator, and didn't really think that there would be any follow-up information about that.
Well, no, our company did a cost-benefit analysis and figured we'd make more money than we would lose in the lawsuits in 30 years. Plus,
Yeah.
fuck it, I'm not going to be around. Money now, please.
It's depressing how often that's the truth. It's like, oh
Yeah.
wow, who could have known? It's like they always knew. They just wanted to make money. It's so commonly the answer. I swear I started making copper powder somewhere, but fuck me if I remember.
Please don't remember because I don't want to.
Do that.
I don't want to do that.
Oh wait, I think Heathcliff is making copper powder. So if I go to the Heathcliff airport,
Right, the facility, not the cat. Got
Yeah.
it. Okay, where do we have any non-fissile uranium being poodled out anywhere? Oh, that's a lot of uranium. That's very fissile because it's hurting the shit out of me.
I was gonna say we only have so much nuclear stuff. It's a quick check to find out whether or not we have it yet. I figure.
Just trying to get close enough to this shit that I don't get.
There's the
Uranium.
copper powder. You're never safe.
Okay, so those are uranium fuel rods.
You'll always get uranialed.
I said something gross on accident. And then you just alley-ooped that into a slam dunk of lewd.
Pressure conversion cube is made of a radio control unit and a fused modular frame.
Okay, I'm
Huh.
gonna look up how to make non-fissile uranium. Okay, so you produce it in a blender. It's made of silica, uranium waste, and some other shit. And we use it to make plutonium, but why do we care about that? What do we use it for? Nothing? Anything? I'm gonna go check out the space.
That
I'm
is
gonna work backwards from the space elevator.
that is exactly my question every time. It's
What is it with this tier? It's like really hard to figure out.
We just got a lot of recipes dumped on us at once without a context of how they like fit together in like a tree.
Yeah.
And they're also like
It's also
abstract
very-
ideas that are hard to understand without other additional context. So we're like, what even is it? What am I making?
We're pretty late in the game, so like we're not really like none of these are really rewards. They're just kind of, you know,
Man.
they're just more.
Aluminum's definitely the choke point for a lot of stuff. I'm gonna have to like just get more bauxite and scale up the entire like gray platform.
Yeah.
We'd never have enough.
So it looks like if we felt like
it,
we can just kind of stick a fork in the nuclear tier at this point because we just need to make the pasta. And if I don't really feel like honestly, I really don't feel like messing around with plutonium or non-fissile, whatever the crap. It doesn't seem all that useful.
Coward talk.
It's well, okay, yeah.
That was a quick rollover.
I'm just like a dog. I'm like, oh please, you win.
You're
I
like,
give up immediately.
I guess if you're gonna call me out like that, you're right. I didn't think about it that
nuclear
way.
pasta. Is nuclear pasta even made of anything nuclear?
No, it's made of copper and some other shit. It's a radio control unit, fused modular frame, and copper powder. And
That's fucking dumb, bro.
In the process of figuring it out. Yeah, no, it pisses me off too.
That's fucking dumb, bro. Like, for real. Why would you call it nuclear pasta if it doesn't have any nuclear components in it in the game that has a whole nuclear tech tree?
Yep.
And yet, none of that is important.
It is part of the nuclear tier. And I imagine everything in this tier is named after a thing that's real or something. Or theoretically real. A real theoretical thing.
All we did with the nuclear stuff was just a fucking vanity project. Just to give ourselves some more electricity so we wouldn't have to think about it in the end. But that's it.
I mean, there might be more to it.
It was just a monument to our desires to make nuclear.
Alright, so this is making pressure cubes. I just need to get the radio control units over here. Then also scale up everything because we have problems.
Well, are we? I mean, the radio control units are plentiful.
No, it's the fused modular frames are made of aluminum casings. And aluminum is used in everything we ever do, and there's never enough of it. So at some point, I need to scale up the entire gray platform to have more of all of the things that are there right now.
Are we getting enough? What even is aluminium? Is it bauxite?
Yeah.
What's the raw thing?
It's bauxite.
And, right. We tried to find more bauxite, but we like couldn't because it's really far away.
I don't know if I even remember for sure whether or not we're using all of the bauxite right now. Well, yeah, we can go up there and make minor Mark IIIs up there.
Okay, well that's worth doing.
And
I assume we have all the.
Then we'll have like 50% more of all of our bauxite or whatever, and that'd be nice.
Okay, yeah, that's probably worth doing. I'll go ahead and get that going then.
Pasta is made in a particle accelerator. Oh. Right. Oh, all right then.
It's over. It's not Tuesday, in it.
It's not, what is it, British Tuesday, where you do British voices? The fuck are you talking about? The fuck?
I'm sorry?
I just don't know what you're saying.
I wasn't saying anything.
It's Tuesday, innit? Have you ever heard a Brit say "in it"? That's they have also additional words.
Is it? I know some of the other British words. There's wanker. There's
Yo, wanka.
yeah. There's
They're
oi,
loving this.
but not.
But
There's
not
oi
the
as in, like,
Australian one.
oi. Yeah, there's 3 different ois.
Very different ois.
There's oi, which is like JoJo anime. There's like, well, I don't really know. If I try to go oi other ways, I feel like I'm just gonna do the Australian one twice.
Yeah.
Or just wrong. Just both of them wrong. So, whatever. Chat, you know what? You're watching. Go ahead and just mentally substitute what you think the ois are supposed to sound like. and I'm right. Especially if you're British.
British.
Especially if you're British and Australian
say
at
it
the same
right.
time. You'll get both of them right.
Like how in Louisiana they say Narlands.
Not Narlands. There's no R. It's Nolans.
Nowlands. If you don't say it correctly, they'll know you'll out yourself as. Well, if they don't like you, you're just Californian. Doesn't matter if you're from California or not.
You're from Louisiana. They're not fucking from they live. They're not going to point at you and be like.
Wait, where am I? Shit. I went too far.
I got all the shit to make the minor Mark IIIs. I will be on my merry little way, and I will report back when I inevitably die along the way.
Cool. And then
I don't think there's anything over there that can kill me, except for like the one little thing
the
of
massive
uranium.
gravity elevator, the massive sky bridge, and also several enemies. And there's also radiation and poison. In fact, this kind of trip is what led to your last full episode of trying to get your body back problems. There's just enough of a variety of ways to die, crossed with it being very far along, irritating path to get there every time. So looking forward to the rerun. Good luck, have fun.
I'll be fine, I think.
But yeah, definitely need to upscale the aluminum and the just everything at the petroleum area.
Bird, does channel analytics tell you how many British people watch your videos? That's a good question.
I think so.
It will tell me, but I can also just tell you that I know of at least 4 based off of
and that's
direct
all
messages
of them.
from British people. I mean,
that's the complete census.
Realistically, well, I mean, there's more than 4 British people. There's got to be at least like 10.
They just all take turns being Tracer. Mom said I get to be Tracer today.
Nuh-uh, you was Tracer last week. It's for true.
I get the cavalry on Wednesdays. I don't know what this joke is. Can it be offensive if it's just confusing? Chaos mode. No one's ready for it. There's the copper. I definitely gave up on trying to clean this all up. It's so...
Yeah, I understand that.
There's so much. We definitely just like, fuck it, I'll just build it. Like, because I can't do the fucking 10 hours of city planning every time a new tier happens. You're like, okay, fuck it, it just goes here.
Absolutely.
How bad could it go? Very bad.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's not like I could do any better. I mean, I'm one half of the equation here, if that much of the equation.
Mm-hmm. It's like, now you've been
more
here
like
the
your
whole
little
time.
shoulder
We're
monkey.
aware. Your shoulder monkey? Why put it on the bottom?
And I'm Bird.
Stupid. Why, game? Why are you like this? Why can't I put it at the bottom of the thing? Sometimes you just can't put things where you want to put them. The game's like, huh? No.
Something in my chat. We're not all Victorian Londoners. Okay, don't get your Olivers in a twist, yo.
Wow.
Fucking got him. Alright. Let's get rid of this. Mark 3. I'll have to tear up the conveyor belt out of it too. Alright, let's do that one. Fine. What's happening? Game. This game scares me with its delay sometimes. I just have to think to myself, like, is this the end? Is this the game? Is it done?
I'm all out of love.
I'm all out of patience. I didn't really have any. Okay, 480 parts per minute. How much does a conveyor mark that one carry? Mark 4, 480. That's not gonna fly, is it? That has to be, well, no, that'll be fine. That'll be fine until it feeds into the big one. The big one is 780. Okay, I'm gonna make some notes here. So we have 480.
Is it time for math? The dreaded scourge of Let's Plays.
Well, so the problem is that our Mark V belts only go up to 780, and with one Mark III miner, we're already at 480. So
Wow,
that could
but
mean that we need a second.
Aren't the 3 bauxite deposits 3 different sizes?
Yeah, so it could be that one's pure, one's dirty, and one's real dirty.
Normal.
And so
I think
they were
like
numbers.
I think they were like pure normal and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll just see what it sums up to. That's all I can say.
I'm falling. No, this thing's so awkward. Okay. Where do we... Are you a radio control unit? You are! Wow! That made my job so much easier. You're just already here.
Yeah.
I love
you. They're not too bad. The radio control units. Okay, so this one is real shit. Yeah. Impure. Really does not yield much in the way of ore fruit.
It barely exists at all.
Oh, oh, that's a big enemy. Too bad I can fly. Okay, that's 480.
They didn't factor that into their math.
It's 480, 120, and last one. Gotta find out. Ooh, underwater slug. I'm gonna take this little friend with me. There's a purple one. I saw a video earlier today of a slug. It was slugging along, and then it encountered a water droplet that was bigger than it, and the water droplet basically consumed the slug. Like, the slug was fine, but as soon as the slug touched it, the slug just became like completely wet. It was really weird looking. Like, it just fucking bubbled itself up within a second.
Yeah, it reminds me of either Bug's Life or Ants. Had like one of them get stuck inside of a bottle, a drop of water.
That's literally what it. That's exactly what it looked like.
And it's like, wow, a new
apparently
phobia. Thank you. Here's a weird new existential horror to worry about that just didn't need to think about. Floating suspended in the middle of like water and having no escape.
It could be worse. The ending of Finding Nemo, like, makes me uncomfortable to think about. Like, they reach their freedom, and like they're just in these. Spoiler alert. By the way, they get to so they're just in like plastic bags floating in the ocean, and they're like, now what do we do? And I'm like, that's disturbing as fuck. Like, they're in a much worse situation now. They're basically like in prison, but they've taunted themselves even more.
Yeah, but maybe another organism will try to swallow them and also choke and die. They can take someone with them.
Yeah, I guess that could happen too.
You know, those kinds of extreme trap situations are rough. It's part of the reason why it's really harrowing to read The Martian.
Yeah,
You just have to live in these situations where he's just completely and utterly fucked. And then they made a movie that minimizes most of the actual obstacles by just making them musical montages.
But the actor who played the main character, pretty hot dude. We had that going for us.
And that's all that matters.
All right, so we're at 480 plus 120. That puts us at 600. 840. Okay, so that's still technically more than this Conveyor Mark V can handle. But the Conveyor Mark V is completely backed up, so we actually are very well equipped to just start consuming
Wow, accelerator things are
scaling up
scary.
our aluminium.
Man, I hope I kept physical notes of how that works. There was a lot of math. There was just a lot of math steps of of what rates of thing and how many you want of each building at each stage for the proportions from, yeah, like the tree from like the first thing that receives the bauxite all the way down to all the steps, because there's still a lot of steps for aluminum. And yeah, that was a pain. It does look like it's I wonder if any of it's backed up right now though and not working correctly. Let's see.
Probably some of our fluid isn't working. Yeah, we don't have enough water. We need more aqua. Very little water. This pipe is practically bone dry.
So the whole thing's not working
In fact,
right now because it doesn't have enough water.
Yeah, the pipe is basically not good.
Yeah, because we split off of it twice.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So let's fix that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's too many destinations. We basically just need to make more water creators.
Which is like the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, just need more water pumps, and then bring another pipe up, and then split off some of that, so it's not all just in one pipe.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
all you really need.
Spoilers for Finding Nemo, a movie that came out in 2003. What the fuck? It came out in 2003? God, spoiler tag that. Jeez.
Why didn't you spoil time? It's always interesting when people are like, spoilers.
The nerve of some people.
Why'd you tell me the Titanic sinks? I wasn't that far yet. It's a long. I was taking a break. It's a long movie.
Imagine getting 2/3 of the way through the Titanic and thinking it was a comedy the whole time or something.
What? Because of the acting? Oh, he has an Oscar now. She got one first, though, I think. He got an Oscar by being like, oh, look how much I suffered. That's what acting is, right?
Yeah.
It's just condescending.
More like Leonardo DiCaprio, am I right? There's some Mad Magazine tier fucking roastage with that one.
And I was like, yeah, what is this, SNL? This fucking high level of comedy? The fucking show where they gave Wario an Italian accent. Oh, the way he's known for speaking, of course. It's a me, Wario, the villain from Mario. I talk just like this.
The villain.
So fucking annoying. Yeah, it's
so awful.
I mean Bowser, yeah, but still.
No, I understand. I just believe it. It's just your verisimilitude was very.
It's just the
on
level
point.
of that's the level the comedy was on. I was like I was a deer in the fucking headlights watching that episode, which just a massive coincidence too, because I don't care about SNL. And it was just this perfect storm of like, oh, I'm visiting family. Oh, they're watching SNL. Oh, it's Elon Musk. People are going to be talking about this, aren't they? Here we go. I'm in the zeitgeist. Isn't this fun?
Mm-hmm.
Sure would like to be watching something funny instead of important. I'm really sick of his fucking embarrassing brand of like gamer girl comedy. Like, he's the fake gamer that everyone accuses other people of, because like he just wears it as like, he wears being like some kind of super nerdy gamer guy as being like a PR move to make nerds like him and worship him online. But it's the most fucking base level embarrassing stuff. Like, yeah, I'm a nerd. I like Star Wars, but coming from like a actual middle-aged man with infinite money that's doing it as like a fucking performance.
Very, very few people buy it anymore, right? Like, the only person I can think of who's still unironically like a Elon Musk fan is fucking Jonathan Blow. So, like, it's basically just down to him at this point. And, like, I don't really know anybody that buys into his bullshit anymore. And if you do, fucking stop. If you're watching this and you still think anything positive at all about Elon Musk, quit it. just stop, man. Just come on, just stop.
Just come on, man. Just come on. Adaptive control unit. Are we making those?
Yeah, I believe we are. They're used for
seems familiar.
For flying robot friendos.
Flying robot friendos.
They're more than eats the. They're great.
Ow.
I don't know what this thing was for, so I'm just gonna make it do this.
Remember the time that Elon Musk and Grimes had like a marital dispute publicly?
No.
Social media was a mistake. Just the concept.
Yeah.
Just imagining the idea of like my parents fighting on like YouTube or Twitter or something.
Oh God!
Like, why is this happen this way?
Oh, that sounds awful.
Someone has like watched their parents fight on Twitter.
And they're a billionaire.
The
hell's wrong with this pipe? Is anything happening correctly now?
It gets all too real when you're one of the final like 5 famous people on the planet that actually manage their own Twitter account. I have no idea. I recognize adaptive control unit as something I've seen before. But I have no idea where we're making it at all. If anywhere.
Yeah.
It's such. Where's my search button for our base? I need one of those, please.
Oh, I need to attach power to the pump to the initial extractor of the water.
Maybe it's in the tower? Well, it's made of computers, and I think we still only have one building in the entire base that makes computers, somehow. So if I just
it's kind of like the world right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
That one base is Taiwan.
If I just follow all of the computer conveyors, then I'll know where the only possible places it could be hiding at this point. Yeah, that's another thing that has to scale up. But every time I think about that, I remember that the only way to scale up computers is to scale up our entire petroleum situation, because all of our petroleum products are too slow.
Yeah. What if they would ever add Factorio-style drones to this game? Probably not. I definitely think that. So Factorio drones are kind of an amazing feat of Factorio. Like, they're incredibly cool. What they did and the programming that they had to put into it is.
They would be kind of a
nuts,
nightmare
and
if they had to render them in 3D, swarming everywhere.
Yeah, I don't think that
You'd get a big like horde, swarm of bees chasing me feeling.
Yeah, I mean, no offense to the Satisfactory devs, they're fantastic, but like that's asking a lot. Like the drone thing from Factorio is extremely difficult to program. Why is this water extractor not good? Do more. I command you to do more flow.
Automated wiring. I can't find this.
20 meter per thingy. But this is so little.
I'm trying to go backwards on the hierarchy now. Like, okay, like the adaptive control unit is made of automated wiring. Where's automated wiring? Either.
The heck? Why is this bad? Amount of water and pipe is like none. Current flow and extractor.
What's going on is like is water not coming out of it? Is it powered?
Well, yeah, it's powered, but like the flow rate is really, really low on it.
Is the wire going up? I mean, is the pipe going up?
Yeah, barely.
Is there a pump?
I mean, further up ahead, but like it's really only going up like maybe a foot. Like it's really negligible.
So here's automated wiring.
I don't know. This is weird. Maybe it just needs. Maybe I should just make the pumps do. Maybe I should just join two water extractors. Just do it that way. Yeah, that's good.
Can the stack handle more? Only one way to find out. Two vertical.
So now that's doing that. It's just sitting here. Okay, now it's extracting. I don't understand why they're acting this weirdly right now. Okay, this looks like it's working a lot better. Okay, I guess I was just consuming way more water than a single extractor could provide.
Maybe. It does usually take a bit to like fill up and get going, but I can't really troubleshoot it without checking it myself.
Okay.
And that's
well, things are looking all right now. Okay, cool. I can always just fall. That's totally fine.
Is it your jetpack?
Yeah, no, my jetpack's cool. Manly. I have an alpha jetpack.
Yeah, I'm a Sigma jetpack. I'm the Sigma.
Is that good? Man. Is that good? Is that bad? I legitimately don't know anymore.
I mean, it's bad if you unironically mention it ever, but that's
okay,
that's
fair.
More descriptive. But no, like Sigma males are supposed to be the ultra alphas, because now alphas are classified as caring about what people think, but Sigmas are truly independent lone wolves, which is also what they call mass shooters, but whatever. Who's keeping track? There's just a bunch of fucking stupid thumbnails going around of like John Wick, Keanu Reeves. Always a fictional character, never real people. And that's the idea. That's the new ideal of masculinity, is getting your dog shot.
Is that the trick? Is that how you become a Sigma male? Is you just got to get your dog shot?
And then other stuff happens, probably, in that movie.
Probably.
I was on Kickstarter and I saw this comic called Good Boy, and it was clearly like an angry dude in a suit that's gonna go do a shooty movie and so on, but it was a dog in a suit, and I'm like, I think I know what this is, even without reading it. I think I know what this is, and I went on to read it, and it was, which is that it's a John Wick parody where it's the dog avenging John Wick.
Like, oh, that's fucking great! Oh, that's awesome! I love that idea.
So, what a fucking premise.
Sigma male is when somebody has the potential to become a Chad but chooses to not become one. I'm sorry, I can't even respond to that. Like, I know that you're just telling me. I'm not passing anything on to you.
Chad
but like...
Tsundere. I don't even really want to be a Chad anyway, Vodka Chan.
I can't right now with that one. Just damn, that's too much internet.
That's too much internet.
That's
Sigma
a
male,
lot of,
if you know Sigma
that's
male
a lot, man.
is even a meme, then you already like have reached the point where you're terminally online. Which, hello me.
Wow.
It's weird. It is weird to get your entertainment and your money from the same website that you can just live on all day. But here I am.
Yeah. Okay, so what did I accomplish by doing this? I kind of got distracted by my Sigma male conversation. I think we fixed the water situation. Yeah, okay. I managed to okay, good. The person who told me that is also saying that their reaction was the exact same as mine. Just what the fuck is this?
What did you fucking say to me?
Good. You're sane. You get to keep my birdcatcher mark of friendship. You got that going for you. Okay, so water is still flowing into the alumina solutions. We still could probably do even more water. So I can do another extractor, I think. Because that's...
No, I'm out of shit.
We need more water. We need more water going in here.
Go. No, you better go catch it.
Well, you got...
Is your water running?
That out of your system. I'm not pregnant.
Whoa. That's very different implications.
I guess I wouldn't... Yeah,
I guess technically our water is broken, but that's not what I meant.
Insert fan art now of pregnant bird. Please, for the love of God, I don't make that. Anybody, please do not make that.
Well, the more you ask for it, the less convincing it is.
Okay, then I'm gonna drop it like a hot potato now.
Like that baby.
I need to pump this a little bit more.
You made it. It's too easy.
I didn't get it. Sorry.
Because people call babies potatoes.
Oh yeah, they do.
And you dropped it.
Oh,
you dropped the baby.
What? You lost me.
It's fine. It's hard to joke and also think hard game. so much brain space being consumed.
I just pictured a gorilla saying that sentence. It hard think and make joke or something, and then like another gorilla is like, like talking to me like no, do both or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, can I make the thing yet? I can make the thing yet.
Now we need heavy modular frames. Shit. Are
Oh,
you
wait,
a
did I
heavy
miss this?
heavy
Doesn't appear
moto
it's a Sam
frame?
Cedar yet. Fucking, I would do anything. I would fucking lose my mind if if I found out that Sam Cedar ever watched me somehow. Like he just watched me for whatever reason. I would be so stoked about that. You have no idea how cool. Like that would make my week, maybe even my day, before the crushing reality of everything else would set in. But it'd be a sweet 24-hour window.
Don't let it set in. Don't let it. The dread. No, I don't really even. I kind of know who he is. I don't think I've ever watched his show.
Me neither. It's
Evar.
really boring. It's really, really boring.
You just like him because of this thing that happened.
Dude. Well, okay, so I knew of Sam Cedar because I was like, isn't he just a voice actor? Like, why is he
he's in
suddenly
Bob's
like the talk
Burgers.
of the town? Yeah, he's like a writer and a voice actor for Bob's Burgers, and I was like, what the wait, he also writes a political show or something? And then everything else just kind of happened, and it was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna, you know, yeah.
That's a good story.
That was a good story. Let's throw some more. Jeez, maybe another water extractor is required for this. We probably just need to send another pump up that doesn't even join anything. Just to start a new line with better throughput.
Just like one for each of the different things that has to go that needs water.
That's sort of what I'm arriving at, but I don't think I'm going to get to that level of granularity just yet, unless it turns out like that it's really bottlenecked purely on our throughput. But I don't think we're going to need to get to that level. I could always be wrong, though. I hope not, because I hate being wrong. Every time I'm wrong, it's a pain in my asshole.
It's not your favorite. It's always bad when you add whole.
I know.
It just makes it so much worse.
It's so much worse.
It's always so unnecessary. Like, oh, that characterizes this person.
Mm-hmm. No, I chose my word very carefully because of I wasn't gonna say it at first, but then I was in the middle of the word ass, and I was like, I can make this worse, and then I did.
Did you see the ad, the trailer for the movie Karen?
No.
One of the things that people are talking about a lot right now. It's
Yeah.
a choice.
What is it, like a horror movie or something?
Yeah, like there's people who think that it's like a really like cheap knockoff of Get Out or something because of its like its tone. 'Cause it's specifically about like Karens versus a black family. Well, like a horror Karen versus a black family. Like, she's gonna call the cops on you. Here she comes, and that kind of.
When you say like a horror Karen, do you mean like she's like from like fucking The Ring or something?
No,
like
it's just a Karen, I guess.
Oh, okay.
What I was surprised by is they went with the character that plays the meth head from Orange Is the New Black, and I'm like, that's who you got Karen vibes from? Of all the. I don't know what else she's been in over the years, so maybe there's roles I've missed that gives context to that choice, but I'm like, she's like the anti-Karen in that show at least, and I'm like, all I can think of is, hey, it's that lady from Orange Is the New Black. This isn't working. Like, that's my entire reaction to the trailer, is like the casting is incredibly strange.
I don't know. I have never watched Orange Is the New Black, so I don't know anything about her. So what's up with her character? Is it like what makes it a really weird choice?
It's like if you cast Jesse Pinkman or Aaron. Shit, what's Jesse's name? I knew it.
Aaron.
Is it Aaron?
Brockovich.
Aaron Brockovich. Yep, you named it. Named it?
Named it.
Named it. God.
Okay.
Aaron Paul. There we go. I was like,
Aaron Paul. Yeah, he's good. Okay, before we go on with this, anybody whose name is two first names it's fucking impossible to remember their name.
Yeah, like Brian David
It's
Gilbert
so
David
annoying.
Brian. Brian David David Brian David Brian David Gilbert.
Okay, well, he's easy enough to remember because
No,
he's got,
I'm wrong
he's got
every
3.
time.
Really?
Yeah, I know it's a Gilbert at the end, but the rest is just a fucking guess. Like I know.
Wow.
I cannot keep David and Brian straight. I don't ever know which one's the first one. I type the wrong one all the time in, and it doesn't matter because they're just 3 words you're typing into a search bar, so it just gives you him anyway. So I'm never corrected, and I never have to figure it out. But I can never tell you which name is his first name. If I ever met him in person, I'd accidentally call him by his middle name probably, and it'd be really awkward. If I even tried to did the thing where people summarize him as 3 letters, I would do it wrong because I'd put them in the wrong order.
Do GVD or something. Yeah.
All I know is Gilbert is last. That's the only one I can remember.
Yeah, fair.
Logan Paul. It's just not a great
His
naming scheme.
name is easy enough to. What?
It's just not a great naming scheme in general.
No, it's really frustrating. So if you're out there and you have your name is 2 first names, my suggestion to you is get married.
Carefully.
Just do everyone a favor.
Get married.
Just take
carefully.
care of that.
There's a very.
Well, I mean, discretion is yours, but
you can still fuck it up.
That's true.
It's not like having all first names is a recessive gene that goes away just by luck.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Okay. Marry somebody, but ensure that their last name is not the same as your first name, because we don't need Paul or anything like that. Like
Paul. I mean, his name is like the 70th problem with Logan Paul. I would have several other notes first, if I were to be honest. There's a multitude of other. He's a real fixer-upper. Paul. In fact, I don't want him to have I don't want a cute name that just like hides the demon inside. A name ain't gonna fix that.
Bird, did you see the hug fest between Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather? I mean, if you ask me if I've ever watched anything, chances are no, but I have seen the memes of everything. Like, if something happened, then I've seen the memes, so the answer becomes yes. Insofar as I've seen, like, the internet version
the distilled version.
Cliff Notes.
Yeah. You've seen The Last Jedi in that you've seen widescreen that one actor that used to be in the military.
Adam Ridley.
Adam Driver.
No, wait,
there we go.
Right. Adam Driver.
Did you say Adam Riddler?
Yeah, no, Ridley. I mixed him up with
Ripley's Believe It or Not.
No, what's Ray? What's her name?
Daisy Ridley.
Yeah, I got them mixed up.
I saw her in a movie with Spider-Man,
so
where they could see their thoughts or something, hear their thoughts. Yeah. It was an incel movie about incels. Kind of. Spider-Man lived in a society where the men's thoughts would play out loud, and so they killed all the women because the women could hear what they were saying or what they were thinking. And that's a hell of a. It sounds like a really fucked up, like, serious dark movie, but it was like a YA adaptation. Like, it's that tone, so it was weird. And Daisy Ridley shows up in a weird looking wig. So she looks like she's gonna say multipass, and she's the one woman on all of Earth. Then I saw Monster Hunter.
Whatever you said isn't real, right?
That's
Like
a real
everything
movie.
that you said was just memeing at me.
That's a 1,000,000,000% real movie that I saw at a hotel.
What's it called?
Chat, help me, because I'm not googling that shit. It has like it's like one of those YA titles, like Mortal Instruments or whatever. Like, not that one though. They'll get to us eventually, or they won't. I don't know.
Okay.
We're on hold with chat. Okay, now we're making.
Your call will be
intensive control units.
answered in the order we receive. Please note that we're experiencing a higher volume of "When are you gonna play this game?" than usual at this time.
Never.
A higher volume of "When are you gonna play the next Zelda?" Play the Ganon sword. Play Hotel Mario. Play the Wand of Ganondorf, or whatever it's called.
The Wand of Ganondorf.
The one from the Philips CDI. It's like Legend of Zelda and the Wand of Ganondorf.
The what?
I like saying "and the Wand of Ganondorf," which means it makes it sound like the Legend of Zelda is an entire character's name.
Like it's like Harry Potter and the Wand of Ganondorf.
Yeah.
The Wand of Gamelon.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, I would not be surprised if I eventually get around to playing literally every Zelda game ever made, including the worst ones. Maybe even especially the worst ones.
People keep paying you to do it, so.
Yep. I mean, I might have. If enough time passes between them making me do it, I might just do it on purpose. Eventually, I'll just be like, hey, let's play another Zelda. Granted, there's a lot of other franchises where it's like, when are you going to play the entire Resident Evil franchise and the entire Yakuza franchise? Any day now. It's easy, huh? Yakuza's a fucking moving target, too, because they make, like, a game every year while you're trying to get caught up on the series. You're like, no, there was already, like, 12. Why now there's another one?
They do pump them out, though, man. They're good.
That's one of the upsides of having your entire franchise be set in one city.
Yeah. Art assets. Highly reusable.
You just upgrade Kamurocho every few games, but mostly you're still using the same place overall.
Wow, why is the flow rate on these so fucking bad?
I wonder if there's like a really old texture somewhere that they just have like forgotten about. And they haven't updated it for like generations at this point or something. That'd be kind of interesting.
Dude, did you see that why is there a valve here? Is this valve set to... The valve limit's so wrong. Here, I'm gonna crank that valve limit up to maximum. That's the problem.
Which valve limit?
We're valving off like our main water flow into the
well, was it going left?
The aluminum. No, there's one going straight that was set to that like capped it at 200.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
the one going left.
Maybe.
The one going into our refineries to make aluminium.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Weird.
I know there's a valve going left to try to stop it, because it forces it to go in a specific direction, so it doesn't backflow or something.
That wasn't that one.
Because I don't want the Epcot Center to fill up. Is that the name of the big ball in Disney World?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the Epcot Center.
I did it.
I'm gonna I can probably just take this out and take that.
In an assembler.
This is not gonna make any sense, but it is going to work, so that's better than making sense.
Goodbye, frame rate. Chat says it's chaos walking.
You're right. That is an extraordinarily generic sounding YA movie title.
No.
I no longer fault you on it.
I couldn't remember what it was called while I was watching it.
I already forgot what it was called. Whatever you just said, man.
there was some obnoxious quote in it that was mentioned that was like a man that with his thoughts exposed is chaos walking or something like that. Was like and that was like why the title exists, and I don't know if it was
It
just
almost sounds like a fucking Confucius joke. My
and
God.
I don't know if it was like a random line made up for the thing or if it was like a quote of like some poem somewhere, and that was the basis of the entire title or something.
Maybe. Jeez. Like,
it was pretty obnoxy.
It almost sounds like it's whatever. I just almost hear it in my head as it being like Confucius say, man who walk with thoughts out, have hard pee-pee or something. Like, it just seems stupid, right? It just sounds like it's the setup to a stupid, vaguely offensive joke.
I was about to say, like, it's always like really racist. Every time.
Yeah, a little bit. Every time. And every time.
Confucius say, white guy's racist joke about Confucius is basically the format of it. Boop. It was a reasonably entertaining film, but also I'll never watch it again or remember most of what happened in it. It is definitely like YA movie number 1,000 billion like fucking. I thought this genre died when they fucking had the audacity to name the dystopian YA fiction where one person's divergent from everyone else and they're special. They just made one that was called Divergent. Like, you're a divergent from our society. We all fall into lockstep, but not you. It's like, okay, there you go. You've just broken it down to its like base parts. No need to make any more anymore. Like at this point, you're not even like masking it up in like text, like any level of obfuscation. It's just nope. I'm just gonna call it the trope name. It's like like Divergent the movie is like the TV tropes page for the genre of YA dystopian fiction, but just that's the script. They don't call it any of the things anything. I like how he's like, they get introduced to like all the fucking Gryffindor or the fucking Hogwarts houses of the Divergent universe, and it's like that's where the nerds are, and that's where the arts people are, and those are the people who do sweet kickflips off of moving trains. They're radical. I want to be one of them. I'm like, motherfucker, this is a real movie. I can't process this.
I'm taking your word for it, that it's a real movie.
It's astonishing. It's on like the list. Like I'll never do all the things.
It's on my list. You're going on the list, Divergent.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like I'll never get around to all the things that I consider maybe doing, but I definitely sometimes consider like getting people together to watch really stupid movies and commentating on them. And that's on the list. Definitely part of it would be
for that one Christmas movie.
Yeah, we did it for like I think 3 movies.
Yeah, it was really fun. Should try to do it again sometime.
Yeah, I sometimes wonder if there's a way to set it up so that like that's what our weekend meetup is like everyone just watches a movie together. But I don't know if there's any I don't know if there's usually any clean way to just all experience a film together online. I think it's illegal to just like share a film with your friends online, for example. As opposed to like what is it? Like usually it's like you all have to have the same service and all stream at the same time, and there's like the configuration of people that would show up to weekend sessions does not all have the same streaming services. Most of the several people don't have any, and of those people, there's also like 3 countries. So the same things would be available in the first place.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
There's just not like an easy fix for that kind of stuff, and that is annoying.
I mean, there is. It's just not. There aren't legal fixes that are particularly easy. But let's say we get this NordVPN. If you're listening, you can sponsor this whole fucking project, right? Like this is your shtick. You're like every NordVPN commercial's like, "Hey, terms of service could suck your dick, right? Let's make that happen with NordVPN." every NordVPN commercial or any VPN commercial that leads off with like violate the terms of service for your favorite streaming platforms
Yeah.
is just ridiculous to me. Oh my
I've brought
god,
that up
why
multiple
did they do
times,
that?
and weirdly, like I often feel like I'm the only person that like is like having a reaction to that, because I'm like, wow, it just opens with the idea of like doing, like it's either a crime on your end or it's just really bad news for like Netflix or whatever, where like you would think that maybe there'd be repercussions once it reaches a certain critical mass of everyone being really aware of the fact that that can happen constantly. Eventually, like the people that do deals with those services would be like, hey, what the fuck? Like they think someone's got to get angry at some
Yeah.
point, and it's got to have like some kind of outcome, I would figure. So I'm always completely shocked when like it doesn't seem like anything ever comes of it. The audacity is incredible, because every NordVPN ad is just opens with that, and you're like, oh,
No.
wow.
And I mean, they have to, right? When you do a sponsor read, like they tell you what to say usually.
Yeah.
They must for NordVPN, right? Because everybody always says that you can get around region locking with it.
Yeah, and like at some point they
And,
had to
like-
just realize like that's the most sellable. That's the thing that really sells subscriptions, is highlighting the fact that it does that. It's like, yeah, and it also we care about internet security or something, definitely, which is code for piracy.
Yeah, like, but that also, it's so weird because VPNs are terrible for like protecting your identity and stuff like that. They're really good for piracy though. So it's really weird. It's so weird that they do that. That's so weird. It must work.
It'd be like as if like they had like some kind of service for reading comics online, and they're just like, oh yeah, and you just fucking steal manga on it, just read all those fan translations on our website, and you're like, wait, they're just doing ads for this? they could just do ads? They're allowed to do, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, it's weird. God, it's weird. And like, this isn't a judgment thing on the people who use it for that.
I'm just
at
deeply
all.
confused.
This is literally just me. This is just me being weirded out by their fucking ad campaign.
Yeah.
Like, really,
it's just
all it
an
is.
incredibly audacious thing to do, and I'm always really confused by the fact that it's like happening.
I know.
I'm just like, wow, they just that's just the sales point. All right. What a life.
It'd be like if Crunchyroll or whatever like didn't have the rights to any of the anime that they streamed, but they just advertised it anyway. Resource? What is wrong with this thing?
Go to youtube.com to watch Warriors of Virtue, because somebody just uploaded it to their YouTube channel and no one took it down yet.
That would be really weird if like YouTube was like that.
That's true too. Last time I checked,
somebody did that.
My childhood fever dream, Warriors of Virtue, last I checked, is just on YouTube. Just nobody bothered doing anything to stop it. I'm like, wow, there it is. It's real. I can show people it's real. They won't believe me when I tell them about the live action kangaroo fursuit Captain America movie, but it's real. There it is. I can point at it.
I've not heard you talk about this before. Would you?
It's a movie where every actor looks like Ron Perlman in a costume. Something about the kangaroo costume really just sells Ron Perlman, and none of them are Ron Perlman, but I always think he's in the movie because they all look like Ron Perlman.
How the hell do you make a kangaroo look like Ron Perlman?
He's got a face.
Okay, so does Ron Perlman.
Oh god, why did our power just turn off?
What happened?
Our power turned off.
I'm messing with the water extractors. And I guess I turned off the water that went to the Nucleon power plant.
Oh, that's our whole base turned off.
Yeah, that sucks.
Including the power that powers the water.
Yeah, that might be a bit of a problem. 825. Fuck, I can't leave. No.
Okay, I think I know what to do.
Okay.
It's not great, but I think what we can do is we can unplug the water extractors from the network and then make a network that's just the water extractors and a biofuel reactor and then throw grass in that shit.
Oh, so Vape Nation.
And then that'll power
So
the... You almost killed me, by the way, because I immediately fell from the sky.
I fell from the sky too,
yeah.
but I didn't. It wasn't a great time on the bird end.
Yeah, but
either.
you throw your bio shit in the bioreactor, and that'll power the water, and then that'll pump water into the nuclear reactor, and then we try to turn the actual breaker back on. Hopefully. Or we can just go fuck ourselves. But I've definitely wanted to have a watch party of Warriors of Virtue, if for no other reason than just to inflict its existence on other people, because it's so fucking strange that it's real. I have a VHS copy of it. It might be my only VHS. Just because I saw it in a store again, and I'm like, this is real. What the fuck is this movie? No one talks about Warriors of Virtue. A real movie, which probably it's probably casually racist. I don't know. It has a lot of Eastern mythology shit going on.
I gotta see this now.
It has it does have the fucking like it has like the Gremlins intro, where it's like, let's go on a little trip to the Eastern people, and they'll set the plot in motion, and then we'll never see them again.
Yeah, I gotcha. Oh wow, look at this little curiosity shop. Tended by this old man.
No,
he's just staring at them.
You know, he's a hip dude that does cool stir fry in slow motion. Look how incredible his cooking is. He works at a Hisui.
Oh, damn it! Now I want stir fry, dude.
Yeah.
Of all the things you could have brought up, it's like I want to eat that now.
and then they just like teaches him a lesson about a legend or whatever, and then he promptly vanishes from the film. It's the legend of the Kowloon or something, and anyway, this is gonna be important later when you get isekai'd. Oh, I'm really realizing how I'm not building ladders anymore right about now. I just need to go up there. Oh, right. I don't have ladders anywhere because I've been flying.
Yeah, we've been a little bit spoiled by that.
Good. Let's hope those wings never get clipped. Can I even afford to make a ladder? Yes. I'm loaded.
Man, we got ladder money.
I'm ladder musk.
You think if Elon Musk... Wait. Oh. His name is already Musk. Okay, carry on. He's going to attempt to
Are you talking about him starting like a fragrance company?
Yeah.
That's just based on him?
Yeah.
That's what he smells like. So you can smell rich, which is not
fucking
great
annoying
smell,
names, too.
Honestly.
Yeah, it'd be like... They'd be named after like Dogecoin and crap like that.
I don't think he has like the copyright for that, does he? I don't think he can just use that brand.
No, but he could. Well, I mean, he can't call it like this is the official stank of the Doge. Like, he can't do that. But like, he could call it like, I don't know, some pun.
Badoom. The pasta is entering the room. There we go.
Do that.
Well, 2 of the things in the space elevator are technically being loaded into it. Just have to rebuild the entire base so that they can do a better job. Magnetic field generator. Hey, those are all things we're making too. I can make that work. Okay. Are you trying to figure out water or something?
Yeah, I'm configuring all the water extractors to trying to cram as many as I can in this tiny little lake. It's
But
difficult.
is the power on?
No. But the problem is that I tore up all the water extractors. That's the thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll turn the whole base off. Now that we made that.
Yeah,
Now that our entire
apparently
base
that is
depends on that.
yeah, apparently we have a bit of a single point of failure.
I guess that highlights how maybe like that highlights I was right about like how close we were to running out of power the session we did make the nuclear reactor, because the stuff that we've built since then has put us over that. So the moment you turn off the nuclear reactor, it's fucked.
Yeah, you're right. Huh. Okay.
You can do it. I believe in you. I'm watching you
don't
from
have a
afar,
choice.
rendering some bullshit or whatever.
Yeah, that's how I feel whenever I finish up editing an episode, and I just look at Adobe Media Encoder. I'm like, I believe in you. Render that bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Guys, I'm not doing a review of Warriors of Virtue. I just know that half the stuff I saw as a kid is way more racist when I go back to it now. I don't know if it has a secret origin story of being, like, made by a Hong Kong guy all along or something. Like, that's the level of analysis you should not be expecting right now.
Or ever.
Yeah.
Because we're
maybe
not
maybe on my channel, maybe on my channel where I analyze things. If I ever get any of my scripts done.
Keith Catcher 2.
Oh
whatever.
no. Keith Catcher 2?
Oh, right. I'm not involved.
There's just a lot of magical Asians in movies from the 80s and 90s. And you're like, oh, they did this again. Huh. And that movie opens with a similar note, and so it seemed like it would be that kind of thing. What is it? There's certain parts of movies that there's interesting stuff to be said about, like, what people remember about movies. Like, what is it? Like, when I go back and I rewatch, sometimes it's just because it's bad, and sometimes it's because it's just not what's crucial to it, but it's like a weird element of the setup or something. Like, I marvel about how long the fucking fish scene is in Phantom Menace. Like, I always think of it as being like this, this 10-second thing where, like, there's always a bigger fish, and it's like, I think it's like 5 fucking minutes or something. It's just another bigger fish, and then another bigger fish. And I'm like, is this a parody of itself? I can't believe the scene's this long. And yeah, Gremlins, every single time I watch Gremlins, I forget the intro happens, where they get the Mogwai from, like, a magical little store that's really, really Eastern, and it's in Chinatown and so on, and it has nothing to do with the rest of the film. And then he just shows up to chastise them and take them away at the end, like, you stupid white people fucked it all up. And then a really weird one is that, like, what is it, Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs is always used for, like, transphobic rhetoric, and people always remember that they always remember that character as being, like, the most prominent trans character in all of media. And that movie has, like, 5 conversations about how that Buffalo Bill isn't trans. They keep stressing and repeating over and over again that they're not a trans character, and then they just sit there and, like, everyone just forgets every one of those conversations, because the visuals of the scenes are more powerful than any of the actual, like, corrections or clarifications made along the way that are less, like, visually striking and so on. Kind of like how nobody remembers the weird lecture at the end of Psycho, where they, like, break down what happened and try to diagnose the villain and everything. Like, everyone just remembers shower scene and then wig reveal, basically, as opposed to, like, the part where, like, some detective or whatever and some other characters you don't care about, I'll explain the plot to you, and here's what you should actually think.
God, I haven't seen Psycho either. It's a scary movie.
We gotta get you
Didn't see-
versatile. Versatile. We gotta get you cultured. I was just looking at the word versatile, so I just said
see.
it. Shit. Do I want to try to make something even though the power's off? What's it? Battery control rod versatile framework. I can probably make this work anyway. I just it just sucks because the jetpack's not on.
I know. Trying to
I have
build
to, like, look
on this
for it.
lake is infuriating.
How many are you trying to make?
I'm just trying to squeeze one more water extractor in here. Like, I'm just trying to pack in like one more. I think I pulled it off. I think I managed to do. I'm being like pixel level like precision right now to try and do this. Because otherwise I have to pull in water. I'd have to like get water pumps from who the hell knows where, like way further away.
Yeah, I'm gonna go start setting up water further away.
Okay, have fun with that.
Have fun. Sprinty, 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 sprinty. Oh, wait, I need to get a... If I'm gonna pipe in water, I need to get a bunch of copper sheets, I believe is what
Copper
all
sheets.
pipes are made of.
Yep.
I'm gonna go to where all of our Caterium comes from,
Okay.
because that's a big ol' water chunko.
A big heckin' water chunko. Got it.
A big, a big heckin' chunk of water. I always forget that was, if I remember correctly, that all started because people were describing like a dog.
Yeah, they were describing a dog. They were saying that's a doggo.
The
Or
big
a
heckin' doggo.
upper.
Doggo
Yeah.
chonko. Fat shaming a dog. But he's got a big stupid smile. He doesn't care. And also he's probably dead now because of how long memes are around, but how not longer dogs are around. Oh no. It's like the dead dog diary. Do you remember that?
No, but it's like if you go into I Can't Has Cheeseburger or whatever. It's
Oh,
just
and
like,
every old meme
this
is
is
that's more than 10 years old. You're like, oh.
yeah, this is just a fucking memorial website of a bunch of dead dogs.
Of
Cats.
an angel far away from here. No, I was at some wine tasting place and I was bored because I don't care about wine, but I was just
fucking
there.
Pretentious.
I don't want to be there. I'm just there with people and they're like, cool, I love this.
Ew.
Yeah, it's the worst thing of all. Scary these days. And I'm at this place and I don't want to be there, but that's my life. And there's just a fucking nice little book that's like, oh, it's all of the dogs of all of like the wineries, like the where they have like the actual source of the grapes, like all the farms have like orchards, have like dogs, and somebody went and collected all of them into like a journal that has like a photo of each dog and a little story about each one, and it's like, I'll read about these stupid little dogs instead of wine tasting. This will be nice. And then I looked at the copyright date. And it was like 15 years ago. They're like, oh, even the young ones are dead now. This is an emotional trap. This thing is. Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
Did you get like a hairball or something?
Yeah, it was a hairball. I'm outed. Yeah.
Furry.
Something was like loose, and I was like, ah. It's like on the roof of my throat, and I'm like, well, this is my life now. No more talking or thinking for a while. Only pain.
Did I actually accomplish anything by doing this? I think I did.
Did you fucking say it was a hairball for me, like as evidence of me being a furry?
I may have done that, but that's because...
I would not be a fucking cat. How dare you?
Okay, what would you be?
I don't fucking... Not a cat.
I'm not
Fuck, I
asking
don't
what
like
your
cats.
persona is. I'm not asking what your persona is. That's a whole nother conversation that can, weirdly enough... Okay, what is it with...
Wait, weirdly enough?
No, here's the thing. If I ask somebody, what's your persona? That's a completely different question. Or what would your persona be? Is apparently a completely different question from asking, if you were a furry, what animal would you be? Apparently, those are very different. And the first one, yes. If you ask the first one, people get angry with you, and I don't know why. I mean, I'll respect it.
They get
not ask somebody
they get
what
angry
their persona
if you
would.
say if you ask what their persona would be, but they don't get angry if you ask what animal they'd be if they were a furry. That's how it works.
Yes, that's how it works.
I guess they're mad you're at the insinuation that they comfortably know what a persona is, even though they're outing themselves anyway. But also, doesn't everyone know what a persona is now?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. But I stepped into that.
Is this an ongoing? Is this a repeating test? Like, does this keep happening to you?
No.
Have you been like?
It happened once. And
so is
now
people
I'm like,
one
this
guy?
applies to all pure. No, it was a community though. That's the thing.
It was a community.
Like it happened once, but like
a community of what? Furries or office workers at your place?
No, I didn't ask my office workers.
Wait, you asked?
Kidding me?
Wait, you asked furries what their persona was, and they got mad. Yeah, I'm confused.
It's complicated, but yeah.
Why would they be mad at you asking the thing that?
I don't know.
I
didn't expect them to be mad.
Aren't they defined by you already knowing that they have one? How do you know that? I'm confused.
I don't know.
I can't unpack the story.
I don't know. Maybe I.
What is this story?
I don't know. At least that's how I recollect it. Maybe I actually typed out like you're all a bunch of assholes or something. Like maybe that's what I typed instead.
Maybe this is
angry at me.
Yeah.
Maybe I typoed it to just be like.
Maybe you're pulling a peek like "Am I the asshole?" our subreddit moment where you just completely misrepresent what you actually did. You're like, I don't know, they're just fucking crazy for no reason. I'm not going to introspect how this could have been my fault.
Yikes. Yay.
And we'll just never know what Bird did wrong that day.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've made like a billion water extractors.
That's good.
Just gotta
so I've finished what I was doing. I'm looking at the Nucleon power depot. How do we make this boy turn on again? So I'm gonna just try flipping the switch. That surprisingly did not work.
So the idea I had at the time was to make it so that all of the water things you made are on a private circuit with a biomass burner. Because then you can power them.
Let me go make a biomass burner.
Then you can power them and they'll pump water into everything else.
Okay, and then from
when you
that,
flip it, it'll actually be able to power the thing, yeah. Because the problem
right
now is that...
Does it need to be a private biomass thing? Oh shit, it does. Because otherwise that's going to try to power the entire base.
Yeah, you have to be able to turn on just the circuit that has the biomass burner on it. Otherwise, that
actually won't be too bad. No, because I just need to isolate it to only
make.
2 of the water. Yeah. Well, I mean, I only need to isolate it to 2 water extractors, like whatever is going to the to the Nucleon.
Just hook them up to the biomass burner. Grab some grass, throw it in there. That's pretty much the whole process.
Okay, good.
And then,
but the pump on that also needs to be on the same circuit.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's all you need to do.
Yerp. That'll pretty much take care of it.
Yeah, it'll pretty much take care of it.
Get this going. It's not gonna face. It's not gonna face the same direction. Oh well.
You okay? You sounded like the fucking Emperor from Star Wars for a second there.
Do it.
Nah. Nah.
Do it.
Excuse me. I'd really appreciate it if you would
Step the
fulfill my
fuck up.
request. Thank you.
I put in a ticket.
Please don't make me have to escalate to your manager.
You filed a ticket 12 times, and now we're telling everyone you work for. And they're all gonna talk about you. Wow, I needed this existential horror today. Thank you. I'm using existential incorrectly lately a lot.
Yeah, you're using existential horror to just mean bad. bad thingy, but mundane thingy.
Lovecraftian. It's my Lovecraftian office manager gaffe.
Yeah. It's very Kafka-esque of you.
That was a trending topic recently.
What? Kafka-esque?
Yeah. Somebody did this whole diatribe on Twitter about how, like, metamorphosis is an art or whatever, and everyone was having a big ol' happy dunking on them, and
wait, they were saying it wasn't art or it was art?
He was like, "Why?" It was like something along the lines like, "Why does anyone care about metamorphosis? This is like stupid trash literature or whatever."
Okay.
Was it Richard Dawkins that did it? It was like somebody that was like, "Oh, this is weirdly surprising" or something maybe. But it led to a lot of mentions of turning into a bug for a while there. And I tweeted at a YouTuber I like, and they liked my tweet, and I was like, ha ha ha, I barely understand this conversation. But I read a comic where somebody was like, literally turned into a bug, and they were like, well, this is Kafkaesque. And I'm like, aha, zinger, I can get my tiny dopamine hit from somebody acknowledging the fact that I know a comic that mentions this.
Here's the thing.
This is the world we live in now.
I remember one time, I had heard the word Kafkaesque a ton of times, but I didn't know what it meant. So I went to the dictionary and I tried to look up the definition of Kafkaesque. And you know what it says? You know what you get when you look at the definition of Kafkaesque in the dictionary? It just says, of or relating to the works of Franz Kafka. That's all you get. And you're like, what? That's not helpful at all. It's infuriating.
Yeah. It's like if you look up Lovecraftian, it just says, like, it's like a Lovecraft book. Next question, please. It's like very good. Fucking. Was it
like,
the dictionary equivalent of asking a Labrador a question?
Like, yeah, they didn't technically use the word in the definition of the word, but they got really close.
I mean, they did, basically.
Yeah.
TBH. Oh, pipe are too long.
Why the fuck won't this fucking fuck?
What are you having trouble? I try to make the new biomass thing turn on and it's not or something?
Yeah, I'm using 3. I need to check to make sure it's not trying to power.
Yeah, you have to make sure it's not attached to the other grid.
It might be, but it really shouldn't be. Let me try turning them. Let me try turning them all off except for one. I'm gonna turn off all the water extractors except for one water extractor. And if that one water extractor turns on, then we know that nobody can be mad at me because I'm doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm. You also potentially need to just check into like how much fuel they require.
It probably require not that much. All it is just one big Slurpee. Big Slurpee boy. Just guzzling that water.
One big
this must
Slurpee
be trying
boy.
To the entire grid.
How is it too long? Why? 1, 2, 3. 3 is too long? How was it too long though? Fuck. Alright.
So confusing.
What's American mean? Of or relating to the works of Amerigo Vespucci. That's
I love his work on countries.
technically a definition. If you just want to not be helpful. Reminds me of a thing I've never read it, but like Saturday morning breakfast cereal sells like the Bible, abridged beyond usefulness.
I don't get it.
It's a very small pamphlet that's supposed to be like an abridged version of the Bible, but it's so abridged that it's not actually helpful.
Oh, I see. What the hell? These can... What? What am I doing wrong? This is so confusing.
Does Papa need to come help out?
Yes. Yes. I guess.
There we go. Alright, there's a pipe going nowhere. I'm on my way to fix all your problems.
Wait, okay.
Or whatever.
What? What? This is madness.
Madness?
I'm so confused. I'm just gonna make more. Fuck it. If it's not working, just throw more biomass burners at it until it decides to stop doing this. Laugh all you want. It's gonna work, maybe.
That's I was gonna say that's a brave declaration.
Okay, yep, now it's going. It's powering nothing. I turned everything off, but it took 4 or 5 biomass burners to get here, and it's out.
And it's out. What's going on over here?
I think that the biomass burners just don't produce very much, and that's all I'm running into. Well, some of them are empty now. They need more leaves.
I was gonna say, do they have any fuel in them? I'm gonna go make a trip to get the.
Yeah, go grab the condensed stuff or whatever.
Yeah, our cud bricks.
Yeah, where its power grid is in Texas right now. Damn. Oh,
people
no.
died.
Ah.
Oh, my primary way of getting up here is going through a hypertube, which doesn't work now.
That's not good. Just run up the pipes.
Yep, just gotta climb
up.
up.
I want to get water, but water's too far away. Well, no, the water's a reasonable distance. The problem is I don't have a cup nearby. My favorite part about this story is that it was really boring and I regret telling it.
It fills air.
Yeah. Birdcatcher. It fills air.
It fills air. He does do a talkie for a long time. And that's like his job. That's like what he's supposed to do. He did it. He did the thing. Everyone tell Bart to say the thing.
Say the thing, bird. Say the thing. Oh no,
Self-loathing.
Birdcatcher. What a fucking nightmare. I haven't written a single line of code at work for like 4 weeks. I've just been
what is your job?
Yeah. I've been working on a document that I describe as somewhere halfway between a technical document and a master's thesis. Because it's just been words. I've written, this thing's like almost 30 pages long, and I've been working on it for about 2.5 weeks. So that's 2 pages of writing every single day of 10 like dense technical writing.
Yeah.
I'm losing my mind, dude. This is
investment.
God. I like writing to some degree because I like talking, and writing is just talking, but
it's words that stay.
Yeah, it's talking that went through like time stop fetish.
Wait.
What?
Explain. Is that a thing?
What, writing? Yeah.
Hey,
People
I
invented
think
it
it's
a long
working.
time ago.
I think the thing is working.
Yeah?
No, what the fuck?
No, the
Time stop fetish?
on.
What's not turned
No.
on?
The water extractors.
Oh, did you like
Yeah,
toggle them
I
off?
flipped them all into standby.
Oh.
Which is
Well.
weird that still ended up being a problem. Oh, I can hover pack again. Oh.
But only right here.
Oh, fucking hallelujah.
I mean, these ones are all
All right.
spinny. Does that mean they're on?
Yeah. Things are looking okay now. The pipe, she done be full. I'm heading over to the nucleon plant to see if it's turned on yet. Looks like it might be. What happens if I just flip the switch? Let me just do it in a second. I need to find my way to a power pole.
Shouldn't be too hard. It's the only reason you're flying right now.
Well, I went far away from it, so now I'm running. I'm in the unpowered part of the base. I'm in the dark lands of of our base. No. Why would it be that simple, right?
I like seeing every light on every floor of both towers turn on for 1 second.
It's great. I like being the root cause of that. Alright, let me guess. The nucleon plant doesn't have any nucleons in it. Oh, it does. It has enough nucleons to do something. It's just choosing not to.
Does it have water?
Yeah. It's got 30 uranium fuel rods. It's got water. It's just choosing not to work. What if I disconnect the nucleon plant from everything and just turn it on?
Like you're trying to connect it to the biomass burners?
No. I'm gonna disconnect the nucleon plant and turn it on using just the power that it itself produces.
Just
right?
the power
Like, that should
itself?
work. It has no connections. Okay, so it doesn't
Maybe.
actually work that way. Okay.
Oh.
Interesting. Interesting. What the fuck do we do? Oh, this is a fucking nightmare. What is it, like the other things aren't going to turn on because they don't have like the other
Okay,
like
so
the coal
water's going
plants
in
or whatever else we're doing aren't going to do anything? Oh, this is a goddamn nightmare. Oh no. Oh, this is crazy. Wait, no.
Ah! Shit. Power turning off is such a fucking pain.
Wait,
It's like-
wait. No.
What's concerning is that there might be an issue with the coal.
That's what I was thinking, is that the coal was, it's not able to, like, start up, so it's not providing the power that it needs. I'm just trying to fucking spam it to see if it'll start. But it won't work. What the hell do we do? This is fucked up. What do we do?
Let's see.
You want me to just build the second nucleon plant right here? Maybe that'll do it.
So like in the past, I've gone to the because there's usually like one one series of electric poles that's connecting to each of the two really far away coal plants. So in
Right.
this kind of situation, I'd usually go on our original sky bridge and take out one of the wires, then turn on the coal plants when they're alone and not touch the rest of the base. The problem is that there's two separate circuits that have coal on them, and then we have the nuclear power, which is in the middle of our base, kind of looped in with everything. So I don't know if we can just turn on all of our power and then reconnect them without it breaking in the process.
Well, I'm gonna try to just build a second nuclear plant, and because we have enough stuff to power 2 of them, so if we just turn on a second one, maybe that'll be enough. I just have to build it, which I think I have almost everything. I'm missing a little bit.
I might be able to run a power line all the way from one of our coal, from the first sky bridge all the way to the, fuck, I'm out of iron rods. I might be able to connect the 2 coal areas to each other and then cut them off from the rest of the base and then turn them on.
Might work too, yeah.
But I didn't have enough iron rods, so I gotta run all the way back now.
And you can't fly.
It's always the roughest thing about this game is that every expedition I go on, I always immediately find that I'm missing something. And if I'm unlucky, it'll happen the second time too, and I'm like, fuck, man, I'm just trying to solve a problem.
God. Okay. Outclad plate. Nope. Oh, that ain't good. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm dead.
You bastard, too. Where the first time it started breaking, you were like, oh, still half an hour before I'm allowed to just run away and not solve the problem.
I mean, I would have stuck around at least a little bit if it was that time. Because I mean, I did break it pretty badly. This is definitely a hell of a botch. At least I'm not paid to do this.
This isn't your official Amazon labor. Just obliterating this place.
Okay, are Alclad sheets in here? No. Where?
Oh, you're not gonna find
God,
you're not gonna find any
100.
aluminum products because they're used immediately. Because we never have enough.
I just
of
need to
them.
get to 100. I'm nowhere near that. Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, there's never a place where they're just lying around because they're always getting consumed by all the places that need them. Our many flaws are all catching up with us.
They never really were that far behind,
No,
so
there's even like a graph and
didn't take
everything.
much. Yeah. All terrible for you. This is incredibly entertaining to watch. Oh, good. I'm surprised. I'm genuinely surprised that this is entertaining to watch. But I'm glad all the same. I'm
Yeah.
glad that this is
There's the
watchable because I didn't think it would be.
there is the filter where if they'd have to be entertained by this because they were entertained by the rest of Satisfactory. There's there's a survivor's bias to the audience at that point.
No, you're aluminum casing. Get the fuck out of here, aluminum casing. You're not Alclad of aluminium.
Shit. I'm fine. Ish.
Did you fall?
Yep.
Not.
I was sprinting through a poison area, placing poles, just hoping that I'd get through it before I died. And then I fell off a cliff. Still alive.
This is objectively terrible.
Still not bitten.
If I disassemble something that was made out of Alclad aluminum sheets, do I get the sheets?
I am
from
terrified
it?
by the implication of you just like disassembling some shit just to see what happens, just to see what you can get away with. And then we just like find a whole part of the assembly line that's just gone later.
It's just I just need a little bit. I just need 100 sheets. That's
Well,
all.
the
I can't find any.
buildings they're made of need all of it. They
Yeah.
need all of the ones that are in them.
I just need to disassemble like one, just to get to be to 100, and then I'll go put it back.
How close are you to 100?
I'm at 38. Wait,
That's
yep,
not
I'm
going to
at
be
38.
one. That's not going to be one building.
Well, then fucking, I mean, the nuclear plant is a hundo, so.
I know. Disable the nuclear plant. Then you'll have enough to
Yeah.
make a. Please don't die of poison. I need to finish my master plan now. I hope this works. Oh, I found a special
particle
den
accelerators.
with an angry boy in it.
Particle accelerators. Why aren't you made of alclad? If you were, that would make things really nice.
Because there's an entire unused one sitting around.
Yes.
There's the existing pole. There we go. Okay. Unhook that. Conk. Ha. Ha ha. Alright.
I heard something start to do things.
Yeah, I cut all of the coal off of the base, attached the two pieces of coal to each other by running across country and putting poles down, and now I turned them on.
Okay, so those two are on.
So now the question is whether
they're not
the base
connected to the main
yeah, now the question
supply.
is whether the base will survive when I connect everything back together. It did not.
How about you do it at the same time I try to turn on the nuclear plant? The nuclear plant has no fuel. Okay, that's a problem.
Let's
Nuclear plant-
see, I should make a breaker. Shit,
Wait.
what's it called? It's apparently not called a breaker. How is it not
looks
called
like
a
we're good now.
breaker? Is it a lights control panel or something else? Shit, what is it? Is it called a switch? Power switch. Okay. I haven't had what I needed on me. Cause I don't want to keep I don't want to keep unplugging it over and over again.
Yeah.
There we go. Also, something almost killed me just now. Don't know what that was. Ah! Ah! Angry spider. Fuck you. Dickhead. Yeah.
Indeed. How-
I can turn off the power switch.
This is a really annoying problem. Like,
It's not
this is
great
just
news.
legitimately frustrating.
Is all the water running?
I'm sorry?
Oh, it's a cliff. Is all the water running?
Yeah, no, the nuclear power plant is it's got what it needs.
Okay, I'm gonna unplug it, and I'm gonna run a power line of it all the way back to where my breaker is, and then all of them will be on the other side of the breaker, and then I can turn all of the power sources on at once, and then connect them to the base. And it'll be janky as all hell, because it's such a weird snaking system, and eventually it's gonna break because somebody's gonna fucking someone's gonna connect one cable somewhere and it will no longer be an isolated system eventually. But for now,
eventually.
let's get this done. Power line.
Well, it's pooping out nuclear waste again, so that's good.
Yeah, it's currently not plugged into anything, so it should be using no power. It should just be making it at nothing. Making power
That
at
appears to be the
nothing.
case. Yep.
Okay. And I'm running through the boonies to connect it to my other nonsense.
Okay. Plan for
Now
next
it's-
time is to
Now
build.
it's connected to my other nonsense.
We just need to build a second nuclear power plant.
Yeah, but also it
Just
needs to
put it
be
right there.
powered correctly.
Yeah.
The water and everything has to go.
Yeah.
Let's see.
No, definitely we'll do that next time.
Let's see if this works. So I've connected the nuclear to the power. I've connected the nuclear to the coal-powered circuit. I just need to get to the breaker. Okay, it's breaker on. I don't know what's wrong actually. Shit.
It's still not working, yeah.
Let's see. Is this on without it? Yep, this is running right now.
Nuclear power plant's running.
Yeah, because it's not connected to the rest of our base right now.
Yeah.
And it's that's turned
Are
back
your
on.
coal burners able to get jump started? Is that a problem?
I believe it's working. I think both coal plants are running. I don't have like numbers memorized or anything. But I ran the cables to connect the two major coal places to each other, and then to the nuclear power.
Okay.
Wait, where am I? Fuck. Forest Big. I missed where the breaker was. I lost it. Where did I just go? I might have to add a beacon or something to the breaker later. There we go. Okay.
Super fucking confused.
Yeah, when I look at it, it says we're making 13,000 megawatts. Which admittedly might be a little low. I feel like we needed more than that.
Why?
Our consumption
This
doesn't
is
even
so
get that. Our consumption doesn't even get that high.
I'm so confused by what's happening here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do right now. Our production.
It must be trying to go to the rest of the base somehow.
I don't know. When I highlight the graph, when we try to restart it, the graph isn't even helpful. It says that consumption's like 2,000 and the production's to like 12,000. It's like, okay, so we're good then, right? Why is it breaking?
It's so fucking weird.
The graph doesn't explain why it breaks.
This direction. Alright, I'm gonna head to the other coal place from the one you're at and see what I find. And if I still can't figure it out, then I will probably have to head out at that point, but I at least want to try.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a pain. What's going on?
Okay, well that's just where the coal is, I believe. Yeah, that's to be. What's it being connected to over here?
You came to the you came to the same place as me.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
That's where my breaker is. Let's
So
see.
it is.
Is
If
the
you read
biofuel
the map
stuff running?
correctly, then Alright, well, I'll try running to the other one. This is really weird, right? Like any other time where we've had power problems, it's been pretty straightforward to resolve it.
Yeah, but our base
So
hasn't
why?
actually gone down in an eternity, and we had significantly fewer types of power back then.
That's true.
It was usually a simple case of, okay, go to the coal area, build more of them if I need to, disconnect coal from the rest of the base, turn on coal, then reconnect it after it's running.
Hmm.
But at this point, just nothing's working. Just everything is shut down.
It's really weird.
Yeah, like whatever it is
This
related
doesn't
to
look
the
quite
presumably to the it's presumably related to the nuclear thing somehow.
But the
why
nuclear
doesn't
thing's running.
and I don't know why it doesn't. We had enough power beforehand by a wide margin earlier. We had enough power. So why did it stop working just because water was disconnected for a bit? Like it just won't turn back on. It almost needs like a... I don't know. It's like the reset mechanics don't work well enough, so you have to like do some really confusing shit to fix it at some point. Wow, it's just pumping out that excess waste too.
Yeah, the nuclear power plant's chugging along just fine, but none of the coal burners seem to be able to get turned on.
Let's see.
So fucking weird.
Fuck, where am I? Wait, actually legit, where am I? There it is.
The drones still work because they're on batteries. That's funny.
Yeah, they'll
I
keep
just saw
going.
one fly.
They'll keep going until their battery supplies run out.
Yeah,
Which is
that's
eventually.
sad.
Like that horror, that final message that Curiosity had before he died.
Mhm.
Whereas it's like I'm low on power and I'm going. I don't remember. Fuck.
It was really sad.
It was
You're
sad.
talking about the thing that landed on the comet.
No, on
It was
Mars.
just like, oh, the Curiosity rover too.
Yeah, the Curiosity rover
Yeah.
has like a really sad final message before it shut down forever.
Mhm.
Like the sky is dark or something like that. Okay, I just went to the batteries that I had on the roof of the screw building, and I ripped them all up because then I can try to build them in the part of the power grid where our power is created.
Okay.
And then hopefully that would lead to it creating an excess of power on that side that might overcome whatever the fuck like the startup cost is when we flip the switch.
It's so weird.
It has gotten difficult to solve that problem. I gotta be very careful about where I put this because it could be, if I fuck up, I'll be in the wrong part of the base, or I'm in the wrong part of the power circuit. it out here, I guess.
Are we gonna have to like look up a guide on like help? I turned my base off and it won't turn back on for satisfactory.
I mean,
like what?
You oftentimes
in the
that
action-
guide is just when the videos go up.
Yeah, I guess so.
Then all the backseat gamers solve problems for you. Granted,
All right.
I've followed their advice before and it been wrong, so who knows? It's always a trust fall whenever you decide to listen.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget the several people that insisted that the map in Wind Waker wraps from one side to the other like Pac-Man. It was just a fascinating, like, mass delusion that several people agreed on. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like the Berenstain Bears.
Battery? Power? Fuck. I don't know what anything is called in this game.
Yeah.
It's a... God, what is it? Oh, power storage. There we go. It's frequently a thing where I'm just like, I don't know what menu to look... I'm not always sure what menu to look in or where to find the thing I want to build.
So fucking weird. What? How could the startup cost for just the fucking coal plants be insurmountable for the nuclear power plant to achieve? I don't understand this.
How could the what? With the... I don't
Yeah, the
understand.
nuclear power. How could it possibly be the case that we're not able to get the coal power plants going with the nuclear power plant?
We are. Or they power themselves.
Yeah.
When the switch, I put a power switch along the path. When that thing is turned off, meaning it's cutting, it's just when it's turned off, it isolates it, so it's just the coal and the nuclear alone, and the base is not attached. When it's like that, it works. But the moment you try to turn on the switch so that it then tries to power the rest of the base, it immediately trips.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you by the switch right now?
No. I'm probably gonna head out, honestly. We can make alclad aluminum at the crafting bench, so I'm tempted to just do that.
Fuck.
But I'm just gonna probably bounce instead. It's getting too late for me.
Alright, I'm gonna finish what I'm doing right now. Because I'm almost done connecting all these batteries, and then maybe I can make that work.
Yeah, I mean,
but I have to flip that switch to test it.
Yeah. I think maybe just make the alclad aluminum sheets at the bench. You only need to get to a hundo. Everything else is super easy. Resources, and then just put a second nuclear power plant, and it can probably work. But, sorry that this happened. That sucked.
It's eventful.
Really derailed the whole game. Oh, well.
Where's the power line?
It's only a video game. Just... bleh.
Where the fuck is it? God, I need to add a beacon. I need to add a beacon. I can't find my own fucking power tripper anymore most of the time.
Yeah. Alright.
Do I have any on hand?
Good night, everybody.
Ah. You can put them on top of each other?
I did?
How do I pick it back up? Can you pick a beacon back up? Is it possible? Wait, what? Fuck, I just put... No, I just put a third one down.
Oh, do you think the game could... Because of the way that the mini-map... No, you ought to be able to pick it up.
Just,
makes no sense.
Oh, in the naming menu, you pick it up. Okay. Whew. I was like, the only interaction is a... I'll call it the breaker. There you go. It's like the only interaction is to name it. How do I turn it off? I mean, how do I pick it up? It's just a stick. Why can't I pick up a stick? Existential crisis on that one. Alright. Charge my batteries. Work. I don't know how long it's going to take these things to fill up. This might take a while.
Alright. I'm gonna head out, though.
Alright, have fun
Mate.
doing
Yeah.
anything else. Is this timer telling me that it's going to take...
Immediately going to bed, practically.
Yeah. Is this timer telling me that it's going to take an hour to just charge the batteries? Why is it so slow? We're making 13,000 watts and consuming 1.5. Why is it gonna take an hour? That fucking blows. Why batteries fill so slowly? I'm just gonna try it anyway, because I'm not gonna sit here for that long. Let's just see if this works anyway. Nope. Yep, I don't know. The base is so big, and I just don't know what to do right now. But we're already like a half an hour overtime, so I'm gonna call it. Let that charge, I guess. Maybe more batteries would help. I don't know. I've never had confirmation that the batteries actually help. I just assume that they work, but who knows? All I know is the whole fucking base is fucked now.